So I leave my job, I get home. She's there at my doorstep. She's like, please give me one more chance. I was like, this girl is crazy. I said, are you stalking me? What's going on, everybody? Random Reg here, back at you with another vlog. Vlog game, where you at? Vlog game in the building. As you can see, I'm in my car. I haven't done one of these vlogs in a while where I'm in the car or out and about instead of being in my house. I just want to go ahead and do something different. So you saw the title, doing a story time on this Stalker. So I had a Stalker experience. When it's probably back in the days when I was a little younger and I was doing some things that I shouldn't be doing to make money. By the way, I hope you guys can hear me. I got the AC blasting because it's hot as hell here in Houston. We're supposed to be getting a hurricane, but I don't see a hurricane in sight. So I think it went to another direction. So anyway, so let me go ahead and get back to this story. So I'll say when I was maybe 20, 21, I was doing some things to make money I shouldn't have been doing. Stupid. And the money that I was getting attracted women. And these type of women, we call them boppers. Bopper is the same as a gold digger. So these boppers, I would attract them because, you know, I had a little money, little jewelry, nice clothes, drove a nice car, like a BMW or something like that. So I would attract these type of women. Now this one particular woman I attracted, very beautiful, very beautiful. But I did not attract her. Well, I thought it was the money, I thought it was the car or whatever, but turns out she had a little money too, you know, nice. I think she come from a nice, you know, nice well-off family, because she was like maybe 21, something like that. She was in college, you know, kind of smart. So we hit it off. And women I was meeting that was actually boppers or gold diggers, you know, I would spend time with them a little bit, then move on to the next one, because they didn't want me. They wanted what I had. So I moved on to the next one. So this girl here, she wasn't like that. Matter of fact, she took me out. She bought me things. So I didn't have to just buy things and, you know, to be with her. So anyway, let's go ahead and get to the juicy part. Okay, so we just starting to like each other. And I started spending time with her more and more. Started getting to know each other. And you could say we kind of was dating. You kind of say we was like boyfriend and girlfriend, because I was exclusively dating her. And so while we was dating, we would go out to eat, go to the movies or something like that. And I started to notice some things about her that was a little annoying to me. So we would go out somewhere and I'm walking and maybe some women pass by. I look, I take a glance, just really a glance. I'm not even really staring. She was like, what are you looking at her for? What are you doing? Do you know her? You want to have sex with her? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I'm on the freeway trying to get over. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even know the woman. I just took a glance at her. I'm a man. I'm a glance at a beautiful woman. I'm sorry. And then she was like, okay, you know, I had men in the past that did me wrong. I was like, I just took a glance. Please calm down. So Now this happened a couple of more times. And I was like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm just taking a look at her. The woman looked at me, I ain't look at her. So she's like, I'm sorry, I was on my period, or had a bad day at work, or she always come up with some excuse or some reason why she would overreact like that. So I would blow it off. Now I hope you guys can see me because the camera is shaking. But anyway, so I would blow it off like, okay, she's just having a bad day, she's on a period or whatever. Now, this where it really gets crazy. We went out to a restaurant, and while we was eating, an old friend of mine, or an old ex-girlfriend, came over and said, hey Reggie, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a long time. So I was like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And I said, oh, this is my girlfriend right here. So I pointed at the girl. Let's call her Lisa. So I pointed at Lisa. I said, this my old friend, blah blah blah. Lisa did this. She looked up and she said, and I was like, okay. And my ex was like, all right. She said, well, it's been nice seeing you, Reggie. It's been a long time. Hope to see you again. So I stood up before she left, and my ex hugged me. And that was the worst thing that could happen. But after she left, Lisa didn't say anything. She didn't get mad or anything. So for the rest of the night, she was very, very quiet. I started getting nervous. So I was like, are you okay? Everything all right? And she was like, yes, everything okay. So I'm like, ooh, I hope this don't start anything crazy. Because you know how she have those little temper tantrums. So we left the restaurant. Whole time in the car, she didn't say nothing, very quiet. And took her home. She got out the car and I was like, okay, good night. Went in for a kiss. She just walked off, said good night. I was like, oh Lord. So I was very, very nervous. Okay, so the night went by. I called her, said I made it home, everything good. She's like, everything okay. But the conversation was real short. We didn't talk that long on the phone. So the next morning I woke up. Okay, we had cell phones back then, but they was those flip phones, you know what I'm saying? Those little small flip phones like Motorola or whatever. So, well, I'm trying to get over now. On this crazy freeway here in Houston. But anyway, so when I got up the next morning, I saw my phone was blinking. And so I opened up the phone. It's a flip phone, so I opened it up. I'm like maybe 40 calls. I'm like, what the? And it was all from her. And I was like, what in the world? So I called her. And I said, you called me? She said, yeah, where you been? I've been calling you all night. I said, sleep? You know, so she's like, I thought you was somewhere out with that girl. I was like, what girl? Oh man, I gotta get over it. I can't get over it. She said, the girl at the restaurant. I was like, I told you I was an old friend. I don't even know that girl's number or nothing. I don't even know where she lived or anything. So she was like, I knew you was with her all night. I was like, hold up. You acting kind of crazy right here. And she was like, no, you cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, you need to calm down. So I hung up in her face. So after that, a chain of events happened. When I went to work, she's calling me on my job like crazy. And I was like, what you doing calling me on the job for? Where you going to lunch? Are you going with that girl? Blah, blah, blah. So she was saying all that. So I'm like, you know, I hung up with her and I said, I'm at the end of this girl is crazy. So I went ahead and called her up after I got off of work. Said, I'm coming over to your house, I need to talk to you. So I went to her house. We sat down. I went in the house, sat down. And surprisingly, she was calm. She wasn't acting crazy. She said she had a long day at work or whatever. I forgot what she worked at. So she sat down. I told her, I said, this is not gonna work out. It's not you, it's me. It's not gonna work out. And surprisingly, she was like, I understand, okay. It's been nice being with you. We had fun times, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. So we hugged, I left. So I'm like, I got out of this without any craziness. Thank you, God. Until this happened. The next day, I woke up, went out to my car. It was scratched up. I'm like, what? Somebody scratched my car. So I didn't know who scratched my car or whatever, so I just blew it off. Went to work. My boss said, somebody came up here looking for you. I'm like, who was that? Say, some woman. So I was like, I'm not going to, I blew that off. I was, you know, working, I was like answering phones where I was working at. And doing other things. It's like a little small oil company. And so where I was sitting at, my phone started blowing up. And guess who's calling? It's her calling. And she was, so I picked it up. And she was like, give me one more chance. I'm sorry if I was acting crazy. This man over here trying to, I ain't got nothing, man. Sorry, I ain't got nothing. It's a homeless man asking for money. I really don't have no money on me. But anyway, so she's like, give me one more chance, please, please. And she's begging. I'm like, no, leave me alone. I hung up. So I leave my job. I get home. She's there at my doorstep. She's like, please give me one more chance. I was like, this girl is crazy. I said, are you stalking me? She said, no, just give me one more chance, please, Reggie. I'm sorry. I love you and all this stuff. And I was like, I said, did you scratch up my car? And she's like, yeah, I was trying to get your attention. What? And I'm like, what? That's crazy. You scratching up my car to get my attention? Yes, I love you. Blah, blah, blah. She started grabbing on me. And I was like, yo, I'm about to call the police on you. And then she's like, no. She jumped in the car and left. And after that, I never heard from her again. So that was it. So that was my stalker story. Girlfriend stalker. Really, really crazy and bizarre. Really crazy. But anyway, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the story. And drop a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about that story. Let me know if y'all had any stalker stories like I had before, similar to mine. Drop that in the comments below. And give me a like. It's gonna help out my channel. And also subscribe. I'm parking right now. Subscribe to my channel because I'm trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. And once I get there, I might give away some free money or a gift or something. So help a brother out and help me get to 2,000 subscribers. All right, I'm out of here. It's been random. And Random Reg is out. Peace.